What is going on, everybody? Hope you lot are well. Let's get into it. Just got a switch to. Mine's came like a week late in the post. Amazon has been awful. Let's do a quick unboxing. Let's give some initial impressions on it. We're gonna have a couple of videos coming up in the coming weeks. We're gonna have some first looks at the initial launch software. We're gonna be reviewing the Switch 2. We're gonna be discussing how to like transfer your Pokemon saves and things like that. We're going to be doing a video on backward compatibility. So yeah, if you're interested in any of those videos, keep an eye on the channel. If you're interested in any of those first looks we do and long plays, they'll be over up on Twitch. So let's get right into it. If we just have a look around at the box, see what's on the sides, see what's on the back. First thing you notice is the Switch 2 box is way smaller than the Switch 1 box. It feels like almost half the size. Another thing we should quickly discuss here is so this is the just the standard version without Mario Kart. So there's like two versions. There's one that comes with a Mario Kart World Bundle, and there's the standard version. Obviously, if you get the Mario Kart World Bundle, it works out way cheaper. That's why everybody's getting that version at the moment. Mario Kart World works out like half price, but is a digital download code. It's not going to be the physical game. I'm just going to post a picture up here from Reddit where there's actually a few versions of the Mario Kart bundle that you should be aware of, and I explain why. So there's the Mario Kart bundle on the left. Then there's another version on the right, which is just the standard Switch 2 packaging, and it's got a sticker on it of Mario Kart World. And there's a third one that is in the UK that I've seen as well, which is like a slip-on cover. So it's the original box on the right, but rather than have a sticker, it's got that a slip-on cover that looks like the box on the left. The reason this is important to discuss is each version of the Mario Kart bundle comes like with a different version of how you redeem the code. So the box on the left, that apparently comes with the code is like built into the system. So as soon as you log into your Nintendo account and boot up the eShop, it will say, oh, do you want to redeem this Mario Kart World code to this account, whoever you sign in with the first time. The other versions, the version on the right, the one with the slip-on cover, those come with actual physical codes that you scratch off and you have to manually enter in. So yeah, if you're curious, the reason some people might be curious about that, some people have said like, they might want to give their code away, they might want to sell it, so therefore they can get the physical version, because the Mario Kart bundle works out so much cheaper. So yeah, I've seen a little bit of confusion on that. So that's the versions that are around anyway for the UK and America anyway. Another thing that we should quickly talk about is I've seen a lot of people discuss that their seals have come broken. Again, this is the slip-on cover version I was talking about right here. And I don't think it's anything you should be worried about because there seems to be two theories behind it. One is the seals that Nintendo use were just like super weak, so they get a little bit bashed around when they're getting delivered through and they just pop open, right? The second theory is that Nintendo might have opened these themselves to add in that Mario Kart World code, because maybe they started producing loads of the Mario Kart World bundles later, because they didn't realize how high the demand was going to be for those versions. Because that's why that would explain that why there's stickers on some boxes and why there's like a slide-on cover on some boxes to make those into bundles, right? So just when you get if you get the Mario Kart World bundle, just quickly test your code. It should be okay, but that's not a reason to return your Switch straight away thinking, oh, somebody's opened it or anything like that, because I'm seeing widespread reports of the seals came broken. So yeah, there's the two new Joy-Cons, Joy-Con 2, I believe they're calling them. And then there's the Switch unit itself. Underneath, there's another. In there is like your warranty information, your HDMI cables, and all that. We'll look at that in a second. And then underneath is that's where your grip holder is. It's still a shame they didn't include the charging grip. It's just the standard grip. The only way to charge them is if you dock them and connect them to the Switch 2. If you want to buy the charging grip, it's like 30 quid or something like that. You got the new USB charger. I don't know what standard they're following. And obviously it comes with the new dock. Things that are different on the dock this time, it's got like a built-in fans. It's got active cooling. It's got 2 USB ports on the side. I don't know what speed they are. I think I saw somewhere that they still might be USB 2. I'm not sure. It's got the Ethernet port built in this time, so you have to buy external accessory to all my Smash Bros fans out there. And obviously, it's got the where you plug in the HDMI and when you plug in your charger. We look inside the packaging with the cables. Again, it's just your warranty information here in the UK. You get 2-year warranty free with it, and they come with the 2 new wrist straps. Little bit different compared to the Switch 1, where you had to kind of connect those I don't know what you call them, the accessories to make the side button, LNR buttons usable. You don't have to do that here. Connecting these just helps improve it for the mouse mode, which we'll talk about in a second. So off the bat, Joy-Con 2s are bigger than the Joy-Con 1s. Maybe the actual analog stick has probably got like 10% more play. The face buttons are bigger, which is nice. They got a new C button. There was some worry that it's gonna be useless if you don't want to pay for the chat feature that they're gonna charge for next year. But apparently, if you can go to the accessibility options and you can remap it to whatever you want. There's this obviously they're magnet now, and this is how you, rather than the slide on rails, they got that button, so you just click it and it pops off, whether you connect it to the grip or whether you connect it to the Switch. They don't come in like multiple color versions this time. It's just they're color coded with these 2 colors here. If we quickly have a look how this accessory connects on, it's got a satisfying click, and again you press the button to release it. One thing I've noticed off the bat, the LNR buttons, they come round more because they probably wanted to use it as a mouse click. Unfortunately, I'm having some problems with it already. In the initial impressions, I'm accidentally hitting the L when I'm playing it in portable mode because the buttons come round too much. That's something we'll probably discuss more when we do our full review. So if you have a look at the new grip, again, it connects magnetically. With the Joy-Con 1, it felt like the Joy-Cons went into the holders. Right here it feels like they sit on top. I have to play way more to see which one's more comfortable. It's got that nice new plastic. It's hard to describe. It's like that matte plastic. The Switch 2 feels like that, and the Joy-Cons and the grip, everything feels like that. If you have a look at the new Wall War, is nice now. Again, it's USB-C to C, so the cable is not built in, right? So maybe if you wanted to get a cable with a longer run, it's possible. There's probably still more testing need to be doing. We come to the star of the show. A massive tablet now. It's so much bigger compared to the OD Switch. Again, that satisfying magnet. I prefer the way that these connect compared to the rails. It's so much nicer. It felt like an afterthought with the Switch 1. It's like, Nvidia have made these tablets. How do we turn it into a console? Here, it feels like ground up design. It's satisfying to take them off, satisfying to put them on. And if we quickly have a look here compared to the OG Switch, so this one is like the better battery version that I've got here. This is like the first, what's the word for it, redesign. It wasn't internally redesigned, right? So this is not the OLED model. I think they call this the Marco version. Biggest mistake I made, I was so boring. I didn't buy the colored Joy-Cons. I went with the straight gray. Sure, it's great for comparison shots here, but it just makes the Switch look a little bit boring. But here's a quick comparison, Joy-Con side to side. So you can see how much bigger it is. Unfortunately, it's not, Hall effect sticks or anything like that. A lot of people have done like teardowns and stuff like that. Internals are exactly the same, which is a shame. There was like hope that they might do Hall effect sticks and things like that. I have used Hall effect sticks on other portable handhelds, and they feel fantastic. It's like the biggest like development in stick technology for small sticks, and it's such a shame that they didn't go with them, because again, it's got like feels like maybe 10%. I'm putting that number out my backside. I don't know, it's just it got slightly more movement, and they got dust covers on it now to help with the Joy-Con drift. But I wish that was something they changed. They made the face buttons bigger, which is nice, but yeah, it's a shame they haven't changed that. Again, those side buttons are so much more usable now, because they're just like bigger from the start. If we have a look at the top of the unit, it's got a power button, two volume rocker there. It's got the built-in headphone jack. There's got two USB-C ports, one at the top and one at the bottom, because you can use both of them for charging if you want. The reason they got another one at the top is because it comes with doesn't come with a camera. You could buy external camera accessory, so that's what that functions for. They've made a nice change here for the cartridge slot here. It's a little bit more difficult to get out, but it feels like it's waterproof. That's what it was made for, so to protect from easy spills. Anyway, that's what I think. So it's more like it feels like it would secure against spills. That's what I think anyway, which is a bit weird because on the opposite side, there's the grills for the cooling solution at the top there, but they're way more open and exposed. So even there's been people have done rugged tests already for it to see how rugged it is. The screen seems very rugged, but like I feel like maybe this can get water damaged more easily, because if I'm going to turn it around in a second, and if you look at the underneath as well, just bottom are like massive again. It could be easily get water damage from that, especially if you're giving it to kids. It's got the new stand that came with the OLED switch. Apologies for the footage here. It's got some identifying marks and codes underneath, so I didn't want to dox myself by showing that. From what I'm hearing, it's not as sturdy as the OLED switch, but obviously it's way better than the original. And again, it's got the new micro SD express slot, right? I think that's what they're calling it. That again, you lift up the stand to reveal that. And then if you just do a quick comparison side to side, there you can see straight off the bat how much bigger it is, right? The screen is so much bigger than the original Switch. There was nice music here for when you do the first boot up, but I was thinking, oh no, Nintendo might clap my video because of that audio, so I cut it out. Unfortunately, that's why I didn't add in. Apologies. So yeah, initial impressions. If you're coming from the original Switch, you're going to be impressed. There's loads of improvements. It does feel like a way more of a premium product comparing it to the original Switch. The original Switch just feels like a borderline toy. Like, you know how it feels like, you get those like rugged laptops that are made so you could take them into the desert, wherever. The Switch one feels like that. Comparing it to Switch 2, it feels like it was made to like take a beating, even, where the Switch 2 feels way more. I'm not saying like it's flimsy or anything, but it just, maybe because it's a new product, that's why I'm touching it with kid gloves, it is. But I don't know, the way the openings are on the top, the Switch one just feels a little bit more rugged, should I say? Feel wise, anyway, the Switch 2 definitely feels way more premium. Screen, there's conversation around, is like not as bright, not compared to the obviously the OG Switch compared to OLED. The battery life isn't as long as the better battery life Switch, and maybe the stand is a little bit more flimsy. So it's depending. If you got the original Switch, it's gonna feel like a big upgrade. If you're coming from the OLED, you're gonna see some like downgrades even. So that's the initial impressions going in. Don't forget, keep an eye on the channel. We're gonna have loads more Switch 2 videos dropping. Come check us out over on Twitch. We're doing a lot of our first looks for the launch software. So don't forget to follow and subscribe. Leave a comment. Have you bought one? Are you considering getting one? Love to know everybody's thoughts. Other than that, we're going to call it this one. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace.